the rules in there telling you you're not allowed to film. You're not allowed to take a photo.
Have you had a word with that lady down there? She's filming.
Everyone's taking pictures.
You've got a different purpose for you. What are you doing?
This is a landmark in Halifax.
But you've got a different purpose.
What's the purpose? What is,
I don't know.
What is the
That's
purpose?
what I'm
You
asking
think I'm a
the
terrorist?
question. I'm asking you a
Hostile
question.
reconnaissance? What's the purpose?
I'm asking you a question.
John, you're not qualified to answer that.
I'm asking you a question. You're not responding to me. You're asking you.
Are you a hostage negotiator? Are you a hostage
I'm
negotiator?
not a hostage negotiator.
Are you a bomb expert?
No, I'm not.
Do you know anything about terrorism?
I do some knowledge. I do have some knowledge.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel where we examine real-life public encounters and look at how informed individuals respond when challenged by authority. Today's clip features footage from Auditing Yorkshire, a well-known UK-based auditor whose channel is linked in the description. So feel free to check it out and support their work. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future breakdowns. What begins as simple filming in a privately owned yet publicly accessible location quickly attracts attention from security, who start questioning the camera, a radio device, and the filmer's intentions. And as the interaction progresses, the reasoning behind their concerns becomes less clear, causing the situation to gradually shift in tone. So let's get straight into it, because this one unfolds in a particularly intriguing way.
Hello, gents.
Hiya.
How you doing?
What, are you?
Can I ask, what's the reason you're filming and you got a radio on?
What's it got to do with you?
You're working in a piece on the private land. It's a private land. You cannot have your scanner.
I quote my colleague's reference. You've got a radio.
Yeah, I know. But you're in a private land. I can ask you easily to leave.
Why?
Because it's a private land.
But it's publicly accessible.
It's a publicly accessible.
But hang on a minute. Before you start, big man. Are you going to ask all the other people to leave who are taking pictures?
He's got a phone out.
So I'm asking you why you're taking a photo. You got a professional camera. You got a scanner on you.
What's the scanner got to do with you?
What? You got a scanner radio. You've got lots of scanners going around. You've got radios.
There's not lots of scanners, mate. There's one.
Yeah, I know, but why you got a scanners on?
It's got not to do with you.
Of course, it's not something to do with me.
Of course it's not.
Because you're in a place. We're using a radio. We've got two different radios you're using. I need to know why you're using a scanner.
Why are you using your radio?
But that's this different radio. This is the Shopwatch radio. It's a sound safe radio.
Oh, I think I know what they are. Yeah.
So that lady down there's using a phone.
So what is the reason you are...
Why is she using a phone?
She's not using a professional camera.
Not using a professional camera.
So, is there any sign saying no professional cameras allowed?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
Do you work here?
Yeah.
Obviously, are you security? No.
Cleaner.
No, you're not part of this conversation, man.
I'm not even security, man.
You're not part of this conversation. Go away then, you're dismissed. Don't talk to cleaners, mate.
Right,
Sorry.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
No. Don't talk to cleaners.
I'm not a cleaner.
What are you then?
I'm not a cleaner. I'm a manager.
The manager.
So have you had security
Have you got a
training?
manager?
You had first aid training.
Have you got a boss?
Oh, I do have a boss.
What do you think he'd think to this conversation right now, the way you're coming across to a member?
There's a signage on the door as you come in. Have you seen the sign?
What's the sign?
Come on, I'll show it to you.
No, I don't want to go, just tell me.
When you enter in any premises, you have to oblige to the sign, oblige to the rules.
But what sign is it?
So the rules in there telling you you're not allowed to film. You're not allowed to...
He immediately claims it's private property and points to the scanner, insisting on an explanation, stacking questions as if he already has authority, while the auditor remains calm, holding a camera and simply asking the key question. Why? This is where the issue begins, because the phrase private land gets used like a switch to control the situation. Yet he's already acknowledged that the space is open to the public, with people freely walking through, using their phones, and taking photos. And the only real difference here is the presence of a professional camera, which becomes the trigger. However, there's no law in this country that allows someone to stop photography in a place the public can access, and National Police Chiefs Council guidance makes it clear. No one can demand explanations or apply rules selectively based on equipment, nor turn simple curiosity into suspicion just because it appears more serious. Watch closely as the dynamic shifts when the auditor points out another person nearby filming on a phone and questions why she isn't being challenged, because that moment forces the issue of consistency, and the control starts to slip when it can't be justified, leading him to fall back on mentions of the scanner and radio. Yet none of it holds up, because if a rule only applies to one individual, it isn't truly a rule at all. And when someone begins constructing reasons instead of clearly stating them, that's the signal to stay composed. Keep repeating the same question, and allow the contradictions to surface, especially as the manager begins relying on signage he hasn't even verified yet, setting the stage for what comes next, while he continues by pointing out others and questioning intentions.
Down there, she's filming. But
Everyone's taking
You've got a
pictures.
different purpose for you. What are you
This
doing?
is a landmark in Halifax.
But you've got a different purpose.
What's the purpose? What is,
I don't know.
What is the
That's what
purpose?
I'm
You
asking
think I'm a
the
terrorist?
question. I'm asking you a
Hostile
question.
reconnaissance? What's the purpose?
I'm asking you a question.
John, you're not qualified to answer that.
I'm asking you a question. You're not responding to me. You're asking you.
Are you a hostage negotiator? Are you a hostage
I'm not
negotiator?
hostage negotiator.
Are you a bomb expert?
No, I'm not.
Do you know anything about terrorism?
I do some knowledge. I do have some knowledge.
Right.
Yes.
I read a comic once, so I know a lot about it.
I can tell you now, with the utmost respect, right, and this is fact, because I only operate on fact,
Okay.
right? Fact. I know more about the law
Of course you do.
and legislation.
I
and
can't
policy
tell you do this for
than
a
you
job
do.
and you do it for a
So
living.
you leave me alone and get back to work, okay?
You're not telling me what to do. I can tell you what to do.
You can't tell me what to do.
I can ask you to leave the building.
And I can politely decline because I'm not
I'm
doing
gonna get the
anything.
police to
Get the,
relieve
bring
you.
the police then.
just
They'll
gone
come
out
and
that
educate
gate
you,
there.
my friend. There's a lot of people round here looking. This guy trying to eject us for no reason. There's people over there
I'm
looking.
asking
There's
you-
people
I'm
over there
asking you a
looking.
simple
There's only
question.
one
You-
person who's going to end up
I'm
looking
asking you a
And you're not
stupid.
simple
doing that
question.
about them.
You are giving me the
You're
wrong
picking
answer.
on us.
You're
I'm not
picking on
picking
us.
on
Yeah,
you.
you are, because there's other people with cameras, and you're not saying a word to them. Not did he squit or out. So you're picking
why
on
you
us.
got the scanner?
Sorry,
What's the
man,
scanner? You're not
Is it
asking me
illegal?
about- I'm not sure if it's illegal.
You're
or
not
not,
sure?
but you're
Well-
picking up other people's frequency on you.
How do
So
you
is
know
that illegal?
Of course it is.
How?
Because you.
What if you're a radio ham?
Well, if the conversation's going in this radio, you're not
What if
qualified.
Hang on a
to
minute.
use
you're a
it.
radio ham? Are
Hang
you
on a
allowed
minute.
to?
You don't have to be a radio ham
There
to
you
have a
go.
scanner.
If
Scanners
you're
are not
listening
illegal,
to the
my friend.
Conversations happening in the radio. You're not supposed to be knowing.
Okay,
about
well,
it.
By
if
what
you're
law?
What do you mean by what law?
Is
This
the law
guy's a
saying you're
joke.
not allowed to listen in?
All right. If you're looking for someone, okay.
Why? Why would I?
Why you want to listen to some kind of a conversation and not regarding? You're not
Listen to
supposed to
Radio 1
listen
on it
to
if I wanted.
No,
Yeah, you can.
he's not going to be in a radio.
He dismisses the idea of any real threat, saying it's not hostile reconnaissance, while simultaneously admitting he doesn't actually know the purpose, which reveals the direction this is heading. Because suspicion isn't something you create after the fact. It has to exist from the beginning. And in this situation, it clearly doesn't. People all around are recording this well-known spot in Halifax, something he even acknowledges. Yet for some reason, this particular camera is treated differently, despite nothing actually changing. And that's where the issue lies, because the moment the term hostile reconnaissance is mentioned, it brings things into the scope of Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000, which is a serious legal power that requires genuine, evidence-based suspicion of involvement, not vague feelings, assumptions, or an undefined different purpose. But instead of starting with that threshold, he appears...
This is comedy gold, yeah. I mean, I close called Pulse FM over there. I was sat listening to radio.
So they're not just for
Well,
listening.
I'm going to educate you because I am a ham radio, okay? I'm an amateur radio, I've got a certificate.
Okay.
A scanner is not illegal. You can listen to any frequency on a scanner as long as it's not encrypted. Is your frequency encrypted?
Some of them is, yeah.
No.
This one is encrypted.
Oh, he's
Well,
got
then I
phone,
won't
he's
be able to
filming.
listen to you, Ben. I won't be able to listen. If that radio is encrypted, I will not be able to
my
listen to
radio
it.
I'm using here is
Right.
not encrypted.
Oh,
so
well,
you can
need to
pick this
upgrade
one
then.
up.
Which one's encrypted?
The one for
The
the
larger
town.
one.
That one.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
guarantee
sure.
you now, and I'll put my life on it, that is not encrypted.
So you can listen to it.
I can listen to that.
So that makes
It's
it
not
legal.
encrypted, which makes it legal. If it was encrypted, if it was supposed to be private, then you have to pay extra money to get it encrypted.
So you need to go back to your bosses and say, can we have this encrypted then?
That's SiteLink's responsibility,
Because
mate.
you've
That's
got
nothing to do
security
with me.
breach if you're that concerned.
But I'm not listening to any radio. I've got radio on at the minute. I've got my radio on at the minute. Do you want a radio through to Charlie and ask him if I can send someone down? Any Charlie Oscars maybe?
Charlie Oscar, we've got somebody.
See, you see, I do know quite. No, look.
Come in here.
Is she a Charlie Oscar?
Hello.
Are you a police? That's fine.
Yeah. We're just discussing.
No, I'm a police officer.
Just can you identify yourself,
BC
please?
3472
Because we're doing
Rockwell.
everything professionally here.
Okay, I'm BC 3472
Right.
Rockwell. I work at Halifax
This
Police
man
Station.
is trying to eject us for taking pictures of the building when there's 100 other people doing the same thing. It's his
I'm asking
reasons
you
for
why
trying
he's
to
doing it.
reject
He's
us.
not giving me a right.
It's because I won't tell him why I'm doing it.
The building.
Do you mind if I ask you?
Am I required by law to explain to him why I'm out here doing this?
I'm asking you.
I'm not- Listen, with respect, I'm not even obliged by law to tell you guys.
Yeah, well that's fine. Okay.
And he's trying to
The
kick
point is,
us out.
from this point forward, regardless of what you're doing, he has asked you if you can leave now. Okay.
Yeah,
what?
well, I did say to him we are going to leave, yeah.
But we haven't
did
done
tell him.
anything wrong.
You are going
But,
to.
but he kept on
I think
asking
the
us
point is he
questions.
wants you to leave now. Yeah.
Yeah, but can he do that? Because there's other people taking
I can't
photographs.
do that. I can ask you to
All
leave
we're doing is
anytime.
taking pictures of
Regardless of the
the
reason as
flags
to why he's
for
asked you to
V-Day.
leave, he's got his own reason as to why. Okay.
He directly asks whether there is any legal requirement for him to explain his actions, and the pause that follows is telling. Because PC 347 Roth doesn't provide a clear legal basis, and instead shifts the focus to saying he's been asked to leave, which is where the pressure becomes noticeable without actual authority behind it, especially since the auditor had already made it clear they were going to leave anyway. Yet the questioning continues, and the tone becomes more about compliance than legality, which is significant because under Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984, choosing not to answer questions in a voluntary interaction isn't suspicious. It's a protected right, meaning there's no obligation to explain yourself in that context, not to that officer, not to anyone. So when the justification is reduced to he wants